you not, I feel a little pellet roll down my pants leg. And then it drops out of my pants. On to the floor.
No, Eric!
I look down in horror. There is literally a little piece of shit sitting right next to my foot. What do you do? What would you do?
Hello, friends. Eric from Pretty Much It is here!
What's up? How's it going, man?
Hell yeah, dude. I love the energy.
I appreciate that. And I also appreciate that you're wearing a shirt that has to do with my setting right now.
I hate that I laughed that hard at that.
Me too.
So Eric, I understand that you have a little tale to tell for us today.
I do. I have a story about the time I shit in the library and not in the bathroom.
Wow, I'm already interested. Take me back to the beginning, dude. Tell me all about this time you shit yourself in the library.
Yeah, so, I was probably 8, 9, 10, somewhere around that age, and my mom had a job at the local library, and I would go and hang out all the time at the library. I would go and, like, work on the computers and stuff, because our home computer, it was just like a shared family computer at the time, was very slow.
I remember those days.
And so I would go into the library to, like, play games, use the internet. The other thing I liked to do was go to the section, and I swear this is real, with the spell books. There were literally witches' spell books in like a dark corner of the library. I never took them out, too scary, but I would go and sit there and read them in the aisle. And I was looking for spells for the girls in my class to fall in love with me. I remember also specifically looking into a spell that would turn me into a wolf. I spent an embarrassingly long time sitting in my backyard, like trying to become a wolf. Never happened as far as I know. And I also remember trying to hover or levitate. None of these worked. None of them worked, including the girls.
If the timelines on all of this like align just a little bit better, you would have like the hottest big titty goth GF right now, dude.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, this is appealing to somebody, and my DMs are open.
You heard the man.
So I like to go and hang out at the library to also take out DVDs because, of course, any movie that you took out from the library, you just need a library card. In this particular case, I was getting ready to leave the library. My mom was done with work. We were gonna go home, and I was like, wait, let me grab a DVD. So I ran in, searched through the DVDs, probably grabbed, I don't know, like Rush Hour or something, whatever movie was big at that time. This is where it got a little hairy.
A little shitty, one could say.
I really had to go to the bathroom. I grabbed my DVD, and then I noticed there's a long line to check out the DVDs.
Oh no, dude, of course there was. So far, I can tell this is one of those lessons that you only had to learn one time.
Kind of. I feel like I still cut it close pretty often these days, but nothing like this has ever happened since, I swear. Home was really close to the library, so I'm like, I'll make it home before I actually have to go to the bathroom here. And so I get in the line with the DVD, and it is going so slow, and the shit is starting to build, you know? It's you know that feeling
it's knocking
when,
on the door.
Well, you know when you get close to home or close to a toilet and all of a sudden you have to start going so much worse than you did when you were first thinking about it?
Your body's like, you know what, close enough.
I started to think about the fact that I was gonna be home soon, and so I started to get that feeling, and I'm standing in the line and I'm starting to do like the little dance, I'm like, my legs are starting to and not like they have to go pee-pee dance. It's I have to go poo-poo dance, to be clear. It's a different dance.
And meanwhile, in the line ahead of you is just like all these 70-year-olds making the most small talk to the clerk. Grandkids, pets, ooh.
Just a half a dozen grandparents taking out Schindler's List, every single one of them.
Hey, it's a good movie, though.
It's a great movie, but I have to shit, okay? So, I am standing in the line. It's taking forever. And then, something's coming. And so, what's the only thing you can do but pinch? You know when you pinch and you pinch just at the right time and everything's fine, that's great, right? But you know when you pinch and it's just a second too late.
And you're actually pinching something off.
Correct. Not pinching something back in. I shit you not, no pun intended. I guess pun intended. I feel a little pellet roll down my pants leg.
Oh, not down the pants leg, dude.
I feel it roll. It's literally like I know exactly where it is, like against like the ruffles in the jeans, like I feel it's doing like plinko,
You're like estimating the size and weight and shape of it.
Literally, yes. And also, it is completely bright in this room where I'm taking out the DVDs. There's nowhere to hide. I'm standing like basically in the center of this bright room. People in front of me, people behind me. There's nowhere to go unless I just run away. But at this point, I'm close enough that I'm gonna get this damn DVD.
So we're at a crossroads where like, you're aware of what's happening, but it's still not quite worth it to abandon this movie. You're like, you know what? I think 3 pellets is my max, but right now I'm at a solid 1. I want this damn movie.
Right now we're at 1. It's like in GTA. If I got 1 star, I can get away with this.
Yeah, right.
I think to myself though, as long as it stays within my pants, you know, I can just very carefully walk. I can sort of Tin Man it, you know, and walk very stiff, right?
Right.
And so I think to myself, as long as it doesn't drop out of my... And then it drops out of my pants. On to the floor.
No, Eric! Oh, I'm cringing for you right now. That's so awful.
I look down in horror, slowly. There is literally a little piece of shit sitting right next to my foot. So, what do you do? What would you do?
I actually have an answer. I was gonna say this anyway. My first reaction, kick it like it's an ice cube going under the fridge.
You think, so I should have kicked it?
If the further away it gets from you, the less of the responsibility
I kick it forward toward one of the guys that's in the line, and I go, did that guy just shit his pants?
Ew, who does that?
How sad though, because it's an old man in our story here, so that would be so cruel to do. And also, maybe he did shit his pants.
Yeah, you're like, ooh, that guy shit himself, and he's like, oh man, not again.
He's like, first of all, how did you know that? Because I'm wearing a diaper. What's your excuse, kid? I didn't think to do that. My first thought, and it's what I wound up doing. Oh God, man, this is now where it's in my control, because the shit is kind of beyond my control. This is completely in my control. I decided to step on it.
You know what? I kind of see the logic there. Like, let's just say that you shat out a piece of gum or something. If you were to step on it, it's on the bottom of your shoe, and you're taking it out of there. I don't think that's how it went in your case, but...
No, my logic was I looked around on the floor and there were pieces of gum or something like, you know, like on the floor, because you know, like if something gets on the floor and people step on it and squish it, it just like stays there forever and gets like black over the years, you know what I mean? And so I just smushed it under my shoe and continued on. And I didn't look back. I didn't dare look.
Smart. Until
I was leaving. And when I fully got, you know, to the door and turned around, I couldn't see this shit anymore. And so I was like, job well done.
Out of sight, out of mind, baby. That's the name of the game.
Out of ass, out of pants, you could say.
Out of ass, out of pants, out of sight, out of mind.
I personally think I got away with murder, essentially.
I bet you do.
There were no repercussions, there was no punishment, and I now get to tell the story, and so if anything, there was a net positive in my life.
With that being said, Eric, thanks a lot for coming on the channel, dude. This is a blast.
Anytime you want to hear stories about me taking a shit, I'm happy to tell you.
Awesome. Thanks for watching. Yeah, all right, bye.